Prime Minister has a packed day in Poland today. The day will begin with ceremonial welcome at the Chancellery. Later, he will hold a restricted meeting with his Polish counterpart, Donald Tusk. This will be followed by delegation-level talks and joint statements. The Prime Minister will lay a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier, after which he will hold bilateral meeting with President Andrzej Duda. Finally, before leaving for Ukraine, Prime Minister Modi will interact with business leaders and Polish influencers. All right, to get us more on this, we're joined in by our correspondent Vishal Barrister from Warsaw, Poland. Vishal, good morning. Now, we've just given a broad outline to our viewers as to how the day would be for the Prime Minister when we talk of his engagements in Poland. You spell out more details. What would be the most prominent engagement of the Prime Minister, and how will the bilateral talks with the leadership of Poland help in further strengthening the relationship between the two countries?
Well, a very good morning to you, Preeti. In fact, the Prime Minister's tour of Poland started off on a very positive note. Yesterday, he had a packed events, three events. First was the Jamnagar event memorial, then came the Kolhapur memorial, and in the evening he addressed the Indian diaspora, and in that the Deputy Foreign Minister of Poland was also present. After the address of the Prime Minister, I spoke to him and he informed DD India that India and Poland can go a long way, because right now our bilateral trade stands at only $6 billion, but this can be taken to a much higher level. He also compared this figure with our neighboring country and said that there are huge opportunities between for India and Poland to grab them and to take our bilateral trade to much higher level. He also said that the two countries believe in democratic values, and when I asked him about the Prime Minister address, in which he said that India wants peace in the region, India wants that all the problems should be resolved diplomatically, referring to Ukraine, he said that yes, definitely, that is why we value India so much, because both Poland and India have suffered a lot. India is still suffering, and Poland also suffered the colonial rule. In fact, Poland was under the impact of communism for a long time, but now both are democratic countries, and that is why the values of democracy is valued much more in these two countries. So today, the Prime Minister would be meeting the Polish counterpart, Donald Tusk. He would also go and meet the President of Poland, and he is leading a high-level delegation. So a lot is expected from these meetings, especially on the economic front. And Prime Minister would also lay a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier, where he would be given a guard of honor, and he would also register his remarks at the book there. So it is going to be a very, very hectic day, and then the Prime Minister would board a train for Kyiv.
All right, so that was about Prime Minister's engagements in Poland. But then Vishal explained to us the way Prime Minister described and how, talking of the expectations, he described Poland as India's gateway to Central Europe. Let us get more from you. How has the relationship between the two countries evolved over the years? This is, the visit by the Indian Prime Minister in the last 45 years, which is important. Put all this together. Let us know what are the specific areas which will strengthen the relationship to the next level between the two countries.
Well, certainly, Preeti, because it was Morarji Desai in the early 70s who visited Poland, and now it is Narendra Modi. And incidentally, both are non-Congress Prime Ministers of the country. And the Prime Minister also said that a few days back he was in Austria, and that was his first visit by an Indian Prime Minister in 40 years. So he said that now things have changed. India's the view of the world towards India is changing, and also India's policy towards the world is changing. And he also reminded people how people of India came forward to help the Polish people. And when Gujarat was in trouble, when Gujarat was hit by a huge earthquake, it was Poland amongst the first countries to come out and reach out to Gujarat and help them. And it was their time to give back, because he was reminding people of how the Maharaja of Jamnagar, who is also called the Dobra Maharaj, helped people in need when Polish people were being hounded all over the world, and he provided refuge to them, and that was followed by the Principality of Kolhapur. So the values of the two countries are very, very important. Prime Minister said that India is now showing world the way of peace and prosperity. Let's grow together is the mantra of India, and Indian diaspora is also playing a key role in the strong bonding between the two countries. He said that we are very proud of what you have done here, and because of you, the image of the country is growing day by day, and it is not only Poland but also the Indian diaspora that is there across the world. So today the Prime Minister would be focusing on the friendship front. He would be focusing on the region per se. He would also be talking to his Polish counterparts as far as Ukraine is concerned. Remember, when the war broke out, it was Poland who helped India a lot, and they arranged for the safe passage of the Indian students. Around 4,200 plus students were evacuated through Poland. So it is going to be a very, very interesting day. Economy is one. Politics is going to be another important front, because before leaving for Kyiv, he would also would like to have a word with his Polish counterparts. Yesterday, I spoke to the Deputy Foreign Minister, and he said that yes, it's a very welcome step taken by India, and we also value the concerns of India, not only about itself but about the world, and especially about the region, because the whole region, especially the Central Europe, is affected by the ongoing battle between Russia and Ukraine. Preeti?
All right, all right. Vishal, we leave it there. Thank you so much for joining.